Welcome back to The Explainer. We're diving right into day 8 of our spoken English series today, and we're tackling something absolutely foundational. We are mastering the daily routine.
And honestly, I'm so glad we're doing this. I get incredibly tripped up here. Like, I know the individual vocabulary words, but when I actually have to talk about my daily life, I don't know, my sentences just get so robotic. I can never seem to string them together smoothly.
Well, you are definitely not alone in that. That kind of beginner frustration is so common. But hey, we're going to fix it today. We're going to break down the morning, the afternoon, and the night together like a completely natural conversation. We'll focus on full sentences, and we're going to iron out those little mistakes that kind of give you away as a beginner.
Okay, let's jump in. So if someone asks me about my morning, I usually say, I usually wake up at 6 a.m. morning, right?
Ah, okay. So that's actually a classic trap that almost every English learner falls into. I know it probably sounds totally fine in your head, but AM already literally means morning. So saying AM morning is, well, completely repetitive. You want to use a clean, natural structure. Just say, I wake up at 6 in the morning. Or you could just say, I wake up at 6 a.m. Just pick one, but never use both together.
So let's logically sequence the start of the day. Step 1, wake up at 6 o'clock. Step 2, brush teeth and wash face. Step 3, take a bath and do some exercise. Step 4, have breakfast, maybe some tea, bread, and eggs.
You know, I actually love how simple those verbs are. Brush, wash, take, have. They're not some big intimidating words. They're just basic everyday actions that actually make up the routine. It's so much better than trying to sound super formal.
Spot on. Okay, let's build some muscle memory. I want you to practice this first full sentence for us, nice and slow. And hey, if you're listening right now, try repeating this out loud wherever you are.
All right, here goes. I wake up at 6 o'clock.
Perfect. Let's do it just one more time, really locking in that smooth pacing.
I wake up at 6 o'clock.
Let me try the next one, trying to link those simple actions together. I brush my teeth and wash my face.
Excellent. And did you catch how smoothly you connected those two physical actions? You didn't just say, I brush my teeth, I wash my face. You naturally link them with the word and. That kind of fluid connection is a total game changer for conversational English.
All right, moving into section 2, afternoon and evening habits, college, work, and rest.
So once the whole morning rush is out of the way, what exactly happens next?
Well, whether you're heading off to college, going into work, or just getting some rest, the afternoon block needs a little vocabulary shift. A typical progression might be 9 a.m., leave for college, 5 p.m., come back home, then in the evening, go for a walk.
Oh, I really like leave for and come back. Normally, my default is just to say I go out or I come, which feels a bit vague. Leave for college and come back home paints a much clearer picture.
It absolutely does. Now, let's dial in the exact times. We use the little preposition at right before a specific clock time. Let's practice that role. How would you say the college sentence? Okay, I go to college at 9 a.m. Nailed it. Dropping that at in there firmly anchors your action to that specific time. Let me try the return trip with that same exact rhythm. I come back home at 5 p.m.
That sounded so natural. You hit the action phrase, come back home, and locked it right in with at 5 p.m. Seriously, that is exactly how native speakers talk.
So you're finally back home and the evening opens up. Some really common activities are take some rest, study or work, or go for a walk with friends.
Take some rest is such a great phrase. It feels way more real and lived in than what I usually say, which is just I sit down. Like take some rest actually sounds like part of a routine.
And that brings us to section 3, winding down at night. Dinner, relaxation, and sleep.
All right, the morning and afternoon are sorted. How do we properly wrap up the day?
So a standard nighttime breakdown looks pretty much like this. Have dinner with family at 8:30 p.m., watch English videos, hopefully our explainers, and then go to bed at 10:30 p.m. But here's the secret sauce for sounding fluent. Use transition phrases. Don't just list facts like a robot. Connect things by starting a sentence with after dinner. Like after dinner, I watch English videos. Let's actually look at that first point. Native speakers overwhelmingly prefer the phrase have dinner instead of eat dinner. Eat dinner isn't grammatically wrong, but have dinner just sounds so much softer and more natural. Let's practice it.
Makes sense. Let me try. I have dinner with my family at 8:30.
And for the very last thing, I go to bed at 10:30 p.m.
Awesome.
And notice how using go to bed captures the whole process of, getting into bed to sleep. It sounds way more conversational than just saying, I sleep at 10:30. You're doing great.
Okay, section 4, real-life conversation practice. We are putting it all together. So, practicing single sentences is great for pronunciation, but real life is practically in paragraphs, right?
You hit the nail on the head. We have to stitch it all together. And it almost always kicks off with a simple question from a friend or a coworker.
Let me be the friend. Hey, Rohan, what's your daily routine? Now, when someone asks you that, there's no need to freeze. You've got the building blocks. Just start with the morning block. I usually wake up at 6 in the morning. I do exercise, have breakfast, and leave for college at 8:30. See how I used commas in the word and to bundle those smaller actions right before the big action of leaving the house? And then you just seamlessly flow right into the rest of the day. I return home at 5, study for 2 hours, have dinner with family, and sleep by 10:30. Wow. That is actually amazing. You just summarized basically 16 hours of life into 2 completely natural sentences, linking the afternoon and night together like that without any stuttering. It sounds incredibly confident. Now it's your turn. We put together a really quick fill-in-the-blank framework so you can plug your own schedule into these grammatical structures. I wake up at blank o'clock. I go to work at blank. I sleep at blank p.m. Seriously, if you're listening to this, pause the explainer right now and mentally fill in those blanks with your actual life. It is the absolute best way to make this stuff stick. So I'm going to leave you with one powerful question. What is your daily routine? We've given you the vocabulary, the time expressions, and the connectors. Now make it yours. Drop your personal routine in the comments below to get some real-world practice.
For sure. I mean, think about it. If you can't smoothly describe your own day, it's going to be pretty tough to share deeper stories with people. Mastering this routine is literally the bedrock of spoken English. So keep practicing these out loud every single day, and we'll see you on our next explainer.